All right, so this is a spot you wrote me about?
Yeah, this is our temporary setup. We have 2 young kids, 3 and 1 years old, who both like to run, so we're trying our best to keep them from running into the street.
You got to do that.
Yeah.
So what do you got for an idea for the fence?
Well, we've got sort of some fencing set up, but...
Oh yeah, you got that pressure-treated screening out back to separate the backyards. That's a nice look, the horizontal ran boards. I could definitely bring that detail to the front gate that opens in.
That sounds great.
All right. All right, Joe, I went and picked up all the materials. We got pressure-treated stock for everything. It's great, it's rot-resistant, good for ground contact. Awesome. We started off, we got the pressure-treated 1x4. This will be great for the horizontal rails.
Okay.
I also got some pressure-treated 1x8. We'll alternate them for a cool look.
Perfect.
I got some pressure-treated 4x4 posts for the gate, and then some pressure-treated 2x4s to attach to the woodshed and then to the house.
All right.
So what we'll do is we'll build a nice, small, custom 4-foot fence that'll keep the kids inside. And for the gate, instead of doing a large 4-foot gate, we'll do 2 small 2-foot gates that open in. So that way, if you just bring in the trash out, you only have to open one side of it.
I like that.
So for the side on the woodshed, I'm gonna mount this 2x4, and I'm gonna mount it 3/4 of an inch back off of the corner board. That way, when we run our horizontal boards in, they'll be flush with this corner. So now that we have our 2x4s mounted on the right and the left, we're ready to set our 4x4 pressure treated posts in. So we're just gonna dig a rough hole about 2 feet down because we have a 4-foot fence. So having 1/3 of that material down should be strong enough to hold it. All right, Joe, so we have our 4x4 cut a little bit long. So we have the hole dug 2 feet, it'll go down, and then we'll work this string line and we'll cut it to the right height so it's nice and level all the way across. Okay. I added this piece of strapping here. It'll help lock it out in one direction so we only have to plumb one way when we add the filler. Ready?
Okay, smart. You're good here.
All right, for securing this 4x4 post, we're actually going to use an expanding foam fence post mixed.
Okay.
It'll work great for this 4x4. The post foam mix has 2 components in it that create expanding foam when mixed together. It only takes 3 minutes to cure, so we can keep working on the rest of the gate pretty quickly. It supposedly has the same strength as concrete, so it should work just as well. All right, so what I'm going to do is mount the hinge first. We'll use a 3/4 inch spacer to keep it even down our plumb post, and we'll screw that right on.
Okay.
For the gate doors, I just screwed together a couple of pressure-treated 2x4s with simple butt joints. All right, so now that we got the door swing in, I figured we'd use some 1x4 PT and cap it all the way across the top. And then we'll transition to the front, and we can kind of do a sporadic layout or every other with 1x4 and 1x8. Finally, we'll add this slide bolt to keep the gate locked. All right, Joe, what do you think?
Oh, this is awesome. What a huge improvement over what we had at the beginning of the day.
It's going to be a lot safer for the kids. So remember, this is pressure treated stock, so over time it can gray out and that will look nice, or you can grab some paint, give it a couple coats, and it'll last a lifetime.
Awesome. Thank you so much. I love it.
Enjoy.
Appreciate it.
Looks pretty good. And I tell you, I am intrigued with that foam to set the post. That's a first for me.
There's definitely some newer products out there, and I brought 2 of them with me. The first one is this new fast setting concrete. You don't even have to mix it. You just put it right in the hole, add water, and let it cure.
Wait, no mixing. So
No
pour
mixing.
it dry into the hole?
Dry into the hole, leave it about 3 or 4 inches below.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
I want to see this whole thing. So we can just dump it in and literally pour water on top of it.
Yeah, you want to follow the instructions. You want to leave it about 3 or 4 inches from the top.
So it looks like you got a bag in there already. You're just topping this off.
Exactly. I already filled this halfway. That's pretty good. It's about 4 inches from the top. Yep. So now we're just going to take the recommended amount of water and pour it right in.
Well, that's pretty slick. So the difference here is this is not a footing that we would put a post base in. This is literally when the post is in the hole.
Yep, you set your
and
post.
this goes around it.
Set your post, you plumb it up, you add your fill, add your water, and let it cure.
And so how long is this going to take to cure up?
They say about 20 to 40 minutes until it's all cured.
So fast, but not instantaneous.
Yep.
Which is what we're actually talking about here. And you got another pack here, so I'm dying to see that.
And then I showed you that this is the quick mix. So it's a 2-part system. It has a seal in the middle. We're going to break that. But first we need to gear up.
Okay, I'll put these on. You'll do the mixing so you can do the gloves. And again, you see it in operation, and it's like the expanding foam we use for insulation.
Yeah,
where those 2 parts come together and whoosh.
A very cool new product. The only problem is it's not really time tested. You know, who knows 20 years down the line how it's really going to turn out. But you know, if you don't have the ability to lift a 50, 60-pound bag of concrete, this might be a good alternative.
Well, you know, I'm also thinking if you don't have access to water, I mean, that's pretty easy, right? A gallon of water. But if you're out there, you don't have access to water. This is not water. You don't need any access.
No.
So there's the connection between A and B.
A and B, and about 15 long seconds of mixing the product.
I'm sitting here wondering if this stuff is just going to poof in the bag. Black syrupy liquid, in it goes.
Yep, and this you just want to hold your post plumb as it starts to grow up through.
Yep. Pretty cool to watch it rise, and that's already pretty stiff within the tube.
Yeah, this one's not far behind right there.
You know, I am intrigued by both. I mean, a no-mix concrete catches my attention, and then the expanding foam, you know, 4 posts and post only at this point. But
pretty easy to use, not much of a cleanup.
Yeah.
Pretty good product.
All right, well, thank you for that, and thank you for bringing us a new product.
No problem.
Thanks for watching. This Old House has got a video for just about every home improvement project, so be sure to check out the others. And if you like what you see, click on the subscribe button to make sure that you get our newest videos right in your feed.